for one of the rivalries that defines this sport. Ohio State versus Michigan. The scarlet and gray versus the maize and blue. To many fans on both sides, this is a one-game season. Ohio State, of course, defending national champions, but Michigan has bragging rights. They've beaten their rivals the last 4 times. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Ohio State's offense comes on the field first today. Well, Michigan versus Ohio State. Don't have to say too much more, but a lot was said after last year's Wolverine victory in Columbus. A lot of jawing. Buckeyes eventually use that as fuel to go on and win the national championship.
Yeah, usually when Ohio State and Michigan get together, not only the emotions, but the line of scrimmage decides the outcome of the game. And last year was no different. Michigan, to their credit, Mason Graham and company, dominating Ohio State's run game, pressuring the quarterback, and that's what eventually led them to a victory. They didn't have a whole lot going for their own offense, but their defense was dominant. And the Buckeyes, in my opinion, I think they used that loss as a springboard to their next 4 games in a national championship. Cannot wait to see the emotions on this field and what the results are of this year's game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Play action fake, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Pass complete on a crosser. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming 3rd down call.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Michigan's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. This will be fair caught at the 30. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
A completion sets up a second down play. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. First down here for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools from both sides. It's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. It's a toss play to the right. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. Football comes out. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover.
When the ball's on the ground
and the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. When their fair catch is made, a smart decision in rainy conditions like this. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense now behind the sticks on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. And they hand it off to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Here he goes. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Takes off in a bootleg. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
This is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped a switch from passer to runner. Got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the 4th down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a 1st down.
Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking to throw again. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their...
He's in the clear. First down, looking for more now. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. QB bootlegs here. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back, but a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down play for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt to keep the offense on the field for 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's looking to scramble. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's so early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And that's a solid gain. The defense able to bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He escapes the pocket. They make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up 1st down at the 14. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. 1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Michigan 7.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Option look. It's saying they'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's McCulley. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Breaks free. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense now operating in empty. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And they'll kick it away here. returner brought down by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now it's second down here. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To the air, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Smith.
Well, the quarterback throws this ball short of the marker, relying on his guy to do the rest. But on third down, you have to put the ball at least to the first down marker. That's too much to ask of this receiver.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Wolverines will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The misfire on first down makes it second and 10 from the 33. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Makes a quick grab. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down, you got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Buckeyes getting set on first and 10. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. The back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Handoff in a single back formation. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a bootleg looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking for 6. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. The distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights through the tackler. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
The important 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's looking deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. They'll run the option. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. He cannot escape, it's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Tate. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. QB decides to keep it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. On the option, it's Sayan. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw. It's Sayan. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. They keep him off bounds with a run. And he's stopped again. They've had patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass. To the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, the execution here on the screen pass was okay by the offense. The defense just almost anticipating the screen. He had nowhere to go.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pass rush closing in. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
He's tackled at the 34. Now, a 4th down.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. The first play of this drive now. They're set up at the 34. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. On the run here. Lets it go. He dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Close to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the option play here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You've got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. The offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On the run, it's Haynes. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Michigan. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for two to try to take the lead.
And now the crucial try for the extra point. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner trying to create good field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions.